in hypertext markup language. What is the meaning of in a hypertext? Means the text that can be transferred from an internet server to an internet client. Mean from server to client, the text we need to transfer, then we have to put it in a hypertext. And this hypertext will be having a lot of tags. A tag mean which is enclosed with a less than and greater than symbol. You can see it on this screen. And HTML is a tag based where a tags act as an instruction or a command to in a browser. What do I need to do with this tag, and how, what is the operation do I need to perform the content on this tag by only know about the tag only. And the file extension of an HTML file is .html, and this code is executed by the browser. So whatever the browser we have in a laptop, desktop, so that or will be that browsers will execute this HTML code. And here also we have in paired tags and unpaired tags. Paired tag means it include the opening tag and closing tag. Is a h1 you can see, and h1 and end with it is having a forward slash. But in unpaired tags are self-closing, which is only having the opening tag, which doesn't have the closing tag. A break, image, input, horizontal line, meta. So these are the tags will be containing the unpaired tags. Now we will try to see and experiment on this hypertext markup language by using the VS Code, and we try to explore these 15 examples only concentrating the HTML. మీరు కనుక అలెక్స్ టెక్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఈ ఛానల్కి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా వచ్చినట్లయితే మన ఛానల్లో డేటా అనాలిసిస్, మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్, డీప్ లెర్నింగ్, డేటా సైన్స్, జనరేటివ్ ఏఐ రిలేటెడ్ కంటెంట్ని తెలుగు అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మిక్స్లో మనం వీడియోస్ అనేది రెగ్యులర్గా పోస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. మన ఛానల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి కంటెంట్ని లెర్న్ చేసుకోవటం, లెర్న్ చేసినటువంటి దాన్ని మానిటైజ్ అంటే జాబ్ ద్వారా ఎర్న్ చేయటం, ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయటం అనుకున్నటువంటి వారు మన ఛానల్కి అనేటువంటిది లైక్ చేయండి, మరియు కావలసిన వారికి షేర్ చేయండి. బిఫోర్ దట్ ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్. వితౌట్ ఫర్దర్ డిలే నౌ లెట్ us jump in. Now let us see the example 1.html. You can see this is the doc type HTML. So this is HTML5 version, which will be having the first is HTML, that is open tag, and this is the closing tag. In between you can see head is there and body is there, and if I close this one you can see only HTML. So under this HTML the major two will be there. One is called head and the second one will be the body. Body will be display the content and head will be containing the metadata. So this is the thing. So for every HTML file should contain HTML tag. Inside the HTML, head will be there, body will be there. Body only display the content. Okay, head doesn't give the things, and in the body we have it as an headers from h1 to h6. h1 నుంచి h6 వరకు మనకి హెడర్స్ అనేటువంటి ఉన్నాయి అన్నమాట. సో దిస్ h1 to h6 అనేటువంటివి బాడీ ట్యాగ్, హెడ్ ట్యాగ్, HTML ట్యాగ్, these things will be having as a paid tags. Paid tag mean it is a open and close, open and close, open and close. Title also you can see this is also open and close. Yeah, so these things we try to do. How we try to execute this one? Now I am entering onto here. Now I am executing. See, you can see the h1 header, this is h2 header, this is h3 header, this is h4, this is H5 and this is H6. The size is goes down, mean font size will come down. So in this example we have seen this one. Now let us move to the example number 2. So as previous we have discussed, this is the head and this is the body. In this body I am putting as a header, that is H1. What is the data science? So in this case I am giving, instead of when putting every data inside the header, I am creating as a paragraphs. So pay mean paragraph, which is also in a paid tag. So I am ending with this one, closing the paragraph tag. So this entire data, it will become as a one paragraph. So only the previous one to here I have added the paragraph only. Yeah. Now let us execute this one. You can see the entire paragraph, it has been printed over here. What is the data science? Now what is the problem over here is I want to cut and want to come this data into the new line. So that we try to see it in the example 3. So here what I am doing is, this is the paragraph and you can see it is ending with a paragraph, but I want to cut this entire paragraph into the lines. So for that one, break means break these things into the line. If you are giving one break, one line. If you are giving as a two break, it will give the two. And this break, it is called as unpaid. So it doesn't have the closing tag. That's only the difference. Now you can see this is also two lines breaks are there. This is a two lines breaks. It has been there. Now let us execute this one. This example 3 HTML. I'm entering into directory and double clicking. You can see this is a two lines. One line it is breaking, one more line space. So like this it has been given the line to line. It's breaking and one more line space it is giving. This is the example 3. Now in this one I want to highlight some of the sentences. This data science I want to highlight, and this data collection I want to make it as in a bold, and this TensorFlow I want to make it as, so I want to emphasize some of the sentence or some of the words. So how do I need to do that? We try to see in the example 4. I am entering onto example 4. You can see it over here. So this B mean bold. See bold, it is having paid tags, means opening tag and ending tag. This data science, whatever this word, whatever you are writing inside this tag, it will be having the bold effect. And now if you come over here, statistical techniques, you can see I mean italic. So this will be coming on the italic, and you can see bold and I, bold and I. See this is the bold, so it is going to here. I is coming, so both effects we are putting on the data collection. And here 10 to the power of 6, this is called super sup. I am writing subscript or superscript. This is superscript, and 10 to the power of minus 3. This is also superscript. And you can see TensorFlow, this I am making as U mean underline, and you can also see it on here, this header also. What is the data science? I am giving as U mean underline. So what are the effects that has been there on the data and this paragraph? Now let us execute and see by running example 4. See this underline, it has been there, mean U tag it has been applied. Data science bold tag. Statistical techniques, you can see this is italic tag, and this is data collection, mean bold plus italic. Cleaning underscore. Visualization strike. TensorFlow mean underline. Hadoop strike. 10 to the power of 6 superscript. This is also superscript. So now if you want to emphasize any word or collection of any words, you can use this tag, mean bold, underline, strike, italic, super, sub. These are the tags you can apply it. Now let us see example 5. In this example 5, we try to see how we try to show one image on the web browser, on web page. So for this one, I have taken alextechprojects.png. Here I am using an image. This is the tag. As we have told earlier, image or img, it is unpaid tag, so it doesn't have the ending tag. And the properties of an image, we try to say width, height, alternative, text if doesn't find this image, and you try to put this same image under this directory. Okay, so in this example we are only adding the image tag. Okay, now let us execute example 5. You can see this is the image, it has been there displayed, and based on the width it will try to come like this. If in this width you can see 800 pixel. Now if I try to make it as a 500 and save it and come over here and run, see it is try to reducing its width mean it will goes like this. So this is the only we tried, but what is the important thing will be, you need to keep that image in this directory one, Alex Tech Projects. So you can see this is the image, I have put it over here in this directory. That's a very important thing. Now let us move to the next example, that is example 6. Okay, not only the image, how do I need to give when any other web link, web page link. Okay, so in this case, so we know this p-min paragraph, check out for more information. A tag we are giving with href. Href mean whatever your https link it has been there, you need to copy and paste it. And target, if doesn't find, it can give the blank, and what name you want to say it, that is a name the person who want to view. This is Alex Tech Project on YouTube. This is a tag, you can see that is href. So any link, it could be any web page, google.com, facebook.com, or any other LinkedIn. So like this you can give it, and you can click and it will go there. Now let us execute example 6. So example 6, okay, will come over. See, check out more about, if you click this one, it will go there and come and open this YouTube channel. You can see Alex Tech Projects and all this information, it has been there. Yeah, so in this example we have seen how to use a tag. A tag is also a pair tag, and you can give the link under the href. Up to videos I have given, so it was coming over here. And target is a blank, if doesn't find, it will give the empty. If you make some mistakes and if the link URL is not proper, then it give the blank. Yeah, and it's Alex Tech Projects on YouTube, that will be the hyper link, so you can see it over here. Okay, it will be like a hypertext, so something if you can click, it can go. So that is the a color, it will try to show it over here. So this is the example 6. Now let us move to example 7. This is the example 7. Now if I want our website will be having the 3 categories, like a data analysis, machine learning, deep learning, and h1 with id. Id means specific tag, it is there information. So I am putting, even we are making as a 3 categories. By clicking it will try to go, but all this information it has been there over here, it will not. But if you try to put it in different file, that is what is data analysis.html, machine learning.html, deep learning.html, and take this content and create with that name, and if you can click, it will go there. Now let us execute this one and see what is the behavior it will try to come. So it is simply, you can see slash data analysis, machine learning, deep learning. So these three things it has been there, but the main purpose of this one, if your data or a content it has been there multiple HTML file, and you can use this href instead of HTML, you can give .html and click the data analysis, it will go there. That is the purpose of creating this example. Now let us move to the example 8. So now if we can see this example 8, ul unordered list, this is a list item python r. So if I have some content I want to show in in the format in unordered list, so you can put and write this one, and how it will try to how it will show. Let us execute this example 8. See, it is showing like a dot and showing all these things. Dot mean unordered, it cannot give any number 1 2 3 4. Yeah, now let us move to the next one, that is example 9, that is ordered list. This list item it is also having enclosing, so it is a pair tag. Whatever you are putting under this one, it will try to put 1 2 3 4 5, and this ol mean ordered list, it is also pair tag. Now let us execute example 9, and we can see it is 1 2 3 4 5. It is steps in a data science process. Define the problem, collect the data, clean the data, analyze the data, communicate the result. These are the 5 steps, but one after the other. So this is the ordered list. We have seen example 9. Now let us move to the example 10. In the example 10, whatever we have seen previously, div mean we can divide the web page into the different things. So that is called divide tag. Divide tag is also pair tag. So each paragraph 1 one division, paragraph 2 another division, paragraph 3 another division, like that you can make it, and this is the divide tag. And similarly the same method it is applicable for a span, but span is for a limited, divide is for the a block of anything, so you can make it, and span is also similar to that one. That's only the difference between the div and span. Now let us execute these things. Example 10, we don't find any difference over here, because divide and span tag will be used for CSS tag, and entire things whatever the tags which are coming under the div and span, the CSS attributes will be, everything is combining into the one section, that is called a div or a span. Now let us move to the example 11. Example 11, now I want to create one table. Table is nothing but as a header and rows. Even the first header is the skill and proficiency level. You can see a table and ending with the table, this is a pair tag, and tr, this is the row, and th is the header. So in this one, 2 columns it has been there, one is skill and proficiency, and next row is the Python I am telling expert, and the next row machine learning intermediate, and the third row data visualization advanced, and fourth row SQL and expert. tr mean row, th mean header. So th will come once, and tr how many rows you are making under that one. Border mean it will try to create the border. That's only. Now let us execute and see what we try to get out of this one. You can see skill and proficiency level is the header, and the rest of the thing will be the data, and everything will be the tr mean row, th mean header, td mean data. See, you can see td mean data, th mean header, everything will be in a row, so it will be framing like this. So when you are giving your expertise or you are writing anything in a table, so we can use this table tag, and table tag will be having underneath of this one. Now let us go to the example 12. Here Now whatever the things we have shown, it was giving some information to us. But web pages is not only giving the information to us, user also want to give some information to the server. In that case, form and input, these are the two tags it has been there. This is a very important tag. This is the form tag. You can see this is also paid tag, and you can see the label is just giving the information to us what is it is. And very important thing is input, and this input tag is an unpaid tag. It doesn't have the end tag. You can see the input, yeah, up to here. So this is a different types of many inputs are there. This is a text, this is the email, this is the telephone number, this is the message, and this is a checkbox, this is the submit. Different input. Text mean you can write, and id and name we will try to see it later, this id and name. But the very important thing is email, it should contain at the rate dot something dot com. And number, message, this is a text area. Instead of an input we have text area, number of rows and number of columns. You can, so that much of the text area you can enter your feedback. And this is checkbox, either you can, so these inputs will be there. But you can see method as a post, mean you are sending the data to the server, that is a method is a post. And when you submit, so the action entire all these things will try to go, and we try to see what is meant by id and name in a next sessions. No, not in this one, we try to see it. Now let us execute and see what output we try to get. Example 12, you can see here, good, sorry, and so now you can submit. So like this contact information you can fill it. As of now we are UI, HTML UI only we are doing, so we are giving, and this information will go to the server. The backend also need to be implemented, but now this form is ready. Now let us move to the next example, that is example 13. This example 13 is extension of an example 12, where we are studying other input, that is nothing but the password. You can see date, that is date of birth, and color, range is having a min and max range, file, you can specify what kind of a file you want to upload, and these are the rest of the input where user want to give the information to the server. So this is the method is post. Now let us execute and see example 13. See, you can see the password. If you type the password, it will show only the dots. Now date of birth, you can select the here, okay, here you can select over here 2016 February 28, and color you can click, and your favorite color, experience levels you can, and choose the resume and submit. So this is the additional inputs we can pass on. In this case we have some input types we have seen in the previous example, that is example 12, and here we have seen the rest of the things. Even you can upload as an image also you can, but here we have specified the PDF, DOC, DOCX, so such files only it can accept. So now let us move to the example 14. So in this example 14, what we try to see, even the web page, if we see, it is having the header. You can see this is the header, and you can see this is the footer. Like as an A4 sheet in the document, we will see header and footer, and this is the main content aside, mean right hand side what you want to print aside, and you can see this is the main. Okay, so these are all the tags also which will be helpful to design the web page. This is only giving the, this is the header. So if you see the footer, this is the copyright and follow on, so this is the paragraph you can see, and href we have already seen a tag, it can give the link and these things, and this is the called ordered list and list item. You can see this one, and this is the header h2, and this is the paragraph, and this is the, it is giving the links home, about, contact to redirect into the particular pages. Okay, now let us execute the example 14. You can see the home, about, contact, and related to topics, and this is the footer. And this, if we can see, this is a side, right hand side, and this entire thing is the main content, and this one you can see, this one is the header. Now let me see, in the header also there is a navigation bar, it has there. So in order to redirect into the particular one, that is the navigation tag, and this navigation tag is also a pair tag which is having the opening and ending. Last but not least, let us see what is example 15. This example 15 we try to discuss about the head. It is non-displayed content, where meta is also as an unpaired tag. You can see this is unpaired, which is doesn't have the end tag, which is only having the name and content. You can write the author, Alex, keyword, data science, machine learning, generative AI, and statistics, description, learn about the data science, its techniques, and its application. So only it's a metadata. It will not be displayed, but it is useful. Who has developed and what is the purpose of this one? So this is the meta, which will be there under the head tag. You can see head. So this meta, it is all, and a title is also there under the under the head tag. And HTML language, previously we have seen HTML language is English. So this much we try to see, and now let us execute this example 15. We won't see, but this meta information useful for SEO, search engine optimization, this author, keywords, description. I hope you have enjoyed this HTML course, where we have discussed in the example 1 header, example 2 we have discussed about the paragraph, example 3 we have discussed different highlights for the words, example 4 also we have seen breaking into the lines, and example 5 we have seen how to put your image onto the web page, example 6 how to give a link in the web page, example 7 you can see how href we can redirect into the different HTML pages, example 8 you can see unordered list, example 9 ordered list, example 10 div and span tags we have seen, example 11 table, example 12 we have seen submit part 1 or input type part 1, example 13 form and input type part 2, rest of the input type we have discussed, example 14 we have seen header, main, aside, navigation bar, and footer, example 15 we have discussed about the meta. If you like this video, for more interesting updates, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel, so that this video will be reached to the many people. Please do the needful. Thank you very much.